Be me, 24, working the graveyard shift at a highway gas station. Middle of nowhere, the kind of place where truckers stop for diesel and bad coffee. Pay is garbage, but the silence is free. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., my sanctuary of fluorescent lights and humming refrigerators. Enter my coworker. Her name is Cass. She handles the grill and the backstock. Same age, maybe a bit older. Always wears a beanie that smells like fryer grease and mint shampoo. We don't talk much. First week is just nodding. I stand at the register. She scrapes the grill. The sound of the metal spatula against the flat top is the only music. 2 a.m. rolls around. The rush of bar hoppers is over. Just the dead hours now. She comes out from the back, wipes her hands on her apron, leans against the counter next to me, pulls out a pack of cigarettes, offers me one. I don't smoke. Take it anyway. We stand outside under the awning. It's raining. It always seems to be raining on Tuesdays. She lights hers, cupped hands against the wind. The flame illuminates her face for a second. Pale, tired eyes, a small scar on her chin. She lights mine. We stand there watching the cars blur past on the highway, red taillights trailing into the dark. She exhales smoke into the mist. Cold tonight, she says. Yeah, I say. Freezer's acting up again. I'll check it later. Silence returns. It's not awkward. It's just heavy. Finish the smoke. Go back inside. Routine, resumes. I count the cash drawer. She restocks the beef jerky. 4 a.m. Delivery truck arrives. Driver is a guy named Mike. Loud, obnoxious, smells like energy drinks. He tries to flirt with Cass, does the whole smile for me, sweetheart routine. I keep my head down, scanning invoices. Cass doesn't look up from her clipboard. Sign here, Mike. You're blocking the aisle. Her voice is flat, monotone. Mike leaves, grumbling. Door chimes. She looks at me. Slight eye roll. I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. She walks over to the coffee pot, pours 2 cups, brings one to the register, sets it down next to my hand. Black, 2 sugars. She noticed. Thanks, I mumble. Don't mention it. She goes back to the grill. I sip the coffee. It burns my tongue. It's the best coffee I've ever had. 3 months pass. We are a machine now, a 2-person ecosystem. I know exactly when she gets hungry. 1:30 a.m. I start heating up a pretzel in the microwave before she even asks. She knows when I get a headache. The fluorescent hum gets to me around 3 a.m. She dims the lights in the dining section without a word. We communicate in grunts and gestures. A nod means a customer is at the pump. A tap on the counter means the bathroom needs a key. A heavy sigh means the inventory count is off. One night, the power goes out. Storm knocked a line down a mile up the road. Place goes pitch black. Emergency lights kick on. Eerie red glow washing over the aisles of chips and soda. The hum of the fridges stops. Sudden, ringing silence. Anon? Her voice comes from the back. I'm here. Can't see a thing in the freezer. I grab the heavy flashlight from under the counter. Walk back there. She's standing by the open freezer door. We're gonna lose the ice cream if this lasts long, she says. I shine the light on the shelves. Not much we can do. She sits on a milk crate. Might as well wait it out. I sit on a stack of soda cases opposite her. The beam of the flashlight points at the ceiling. Making shadows dance, we sit in the semi-darkness. You go to school? She asks. Rare, personal question. Used to. Dropped out. Business major. Hated it. She picks at a loose thread on her apron. I wanted to be a vet, she says quietly. What happened? Life. Mom got sick. Needed money. Here I am. She gestures to the dark store. Here we are, I correct. She looks at me. Shadows hide her eyes, but I see the corner of her mouth twitch. Yeah. Here we are. We sit there for an hour, talking about nothing. Favorite cereals. Worst customers. Which superhero is the most overrated? Power kicks back on with a loud clunk. Lights buzz to life. Fans whir. The moment pops like a bubble. We stand up, dust off our pants. Back to work, she says, but the air feels different now. Less sterile. Next shift, I bring a book. It's a sci-fi paperback I've read twice. Leave it on the counter near the register. 2 a.m. lull. She walks by, taps the cover. Is it good? It's okay. Robots and stuff. She lingers. Can I borrow it when you're done? Sure. Take it now. I know how it ends. She takes the book, tucks it into her back pocket. Later, I see her reading it on her break, leaning against the ice machine, brows furrowed in concentration. She looks peaceful. A week later, she hands the book back. A small sticky note is inside, just a drawing of a robot with a sad face. The ending sucked, she says. I know. Why'd you let me read it? Wanted to see if you'd hate it as much as I did. She laughs. A real laugh. Sounds like gravel and honey. I feel a weird warmth in my chest. Ignore it. Focus on restocking the menthol cigarettes. Winter comes. The glass doors fog up. We spend half the night wiping them down. Heating breaks. It's freezing inside. We both wear our coats. I bring a space heater from home. Plug it in behind the counter. Come here, I say. She hesitates, then walks around the counter. We stand next to the heater, shoulders almost touching, rubbing our hands together. You're a lifesaver, she murmurs. She smells like cold air and vanilla now. I look at her hands. Knuckles are red and chapped from washing dishes. Next night, I buy a small tube of hand cream. Leave it by the register. Don't say anything. She finds it, looks at me. I'm busy cleaning the hot dog roller. She doesn't say thanks, just uses it, puts it in her pocket. Later, she brings me a sandwich, not the stale ones from the warmer. One she made fresh, extra cheese, toasted just right. Eat, she commands. I eat. It tastes like loyalty. A drunk guy comes in around 3:30 a.m., stumbling, knocking over a display of chips. He starts yelling about the price of gas. Gets aggressive, leans over the counter, spitting while he talks. You listening to me, boy? My heart rate spikes. I'm not a fighter. I just want him to leave. Suddenly, Cass is there. She stepped out from the back, holding the heavy metal scraper. Not threateningly, just holding it. She stares at the guy, dead eyes. Register's closed for 10 minutes, she says. Voice is ice cold. Get out or I call the cops. The guy looks at me, looks at her, looks at the scraper, grunts, turns around and stumbles out. My hands are shaking slightly. She puts the scraper down. You okay? Yeah, thanks. Idiot, she says, referring to the guy. She stays behind the counter with me for the rest of the night, pretending to organize the lighters, but she stays close. I can feel her body heat. It grounds me. Spring thaw. The rain is relentless. Roof leaks in 3 places. We have buckets set up. It becomes a game. Avoiding the drips. She brings in an old Bluetooth speaker. Plays 80s rock quietly. We start humming along. Not singing, just vibrating to the same frequency. One night, she's not there. Called in sick. Flu. The owner sends a replacement. Some kid named Kevin. Kevin is on his phone the whole time. Doesn't refill the coffee. Doesn't know the regulars. The silence feels wrong. It's empty silence. Not the comfortable silence I have with Cass. I hate Kevin. I count down the hours until 6 a.m. The store feels too big, too bright. I realize I don't like the job. I just like the shift. She comes back 2 days later. Looks pale. Nose red. You look like hell, I say. Missed you too, she croaks. She goes to the back. I start the coffee. Make her a tea instead. Honey and lemon packets from the condiment stand. Bring it to her. She's sitting on a crate, head in hands. Here. She looks up, takes the cup, fingers brush mine, static shock. We both pull back. Thanks, she whispers. She sips it, closes her eyes. Kevin didn't clean the grill right, she says. Kevin is useless. I know. She smiles into the steam of the tea. Everything is right again. Summer heat wave. AC breaks. It's 90 degrees inside at midnight. We are sweating through our uniforms. It's miserable. Customers are cranky. We are cranky. I'm gonna die, she says, fanning herself with a menu. Heat stroke imminent, I agree. She goes to the walk-in beer cooler, props the door open. Get in here. We stand in the walk-in. Surrounded by cases of Bud Light, it's 34 degrees. Bliss. We stand there for 5 minutes, just breathing the cold air. She leans her head back against a shelf, exposes her neck to the cold. I look away, look back. A drop of sweat rolls down her temple. I have the urge to wipe it away. I put my hands in my pockets, clench my fists. Better get back, I say. 5 more seconds, she murmurs. We stay for 10. July 4th. Fireworks in the distance. We can see them from the parking lot. We take our break at midnight to watch. Sitting on the curb, drinking slushies, blue raspberry for me, cherry for her. Pretty, she says. Loud, I say. She nudges my shoulder with hers. You're such an old man. I'm 24. Soul of a grandpa. She laughs, leans her head on my shoulder, just for a second, then pulls away to point at a big gold explosion. My shoulder burns where she touched it. I stare at the fireworks, but I'm hyper-aware of her breathing next to me. She sighs. I hate this town. Me too. You think we'll ever leave? Eventually. I don't know, she says. Feels like quicksand. At least we're sinking together, I say. Joke. Supposed to be a joke. She looks at me, serious. Yeah, at least there's that. She finishes her slushie, stands up, offers me a hand. I take it. Her grip is strong. Rough palms. She pulls me up. We stand close, face to face. The air is thick with humidity and gunpowder smoke. She looks at my lips, then my eyes. Customer, she says suddenly. Turns around and walks inside. I stand there for a moment, heart hammering against my ribs. Follow her inside. We don't talk about it. August. The routine changes slightly. We start talking about the future. Real future. Not just one day. She wants to take online classes. Graphic design. I tell her I've been looking at trade schools. Electrician, maybe. You'd be good at that, she says. You like fixing things. I like knowing how things work. You figured me out, she says. She's cleaning the milkshake machine. You weren't that hard, I say. Ouch! I mean, you make sense. You're logical. Is that a compliment? Yes. She pauses, looks at her reflection in the stainless steel. You make sense to me too, Anon. It feels like a confession. September. My birthday. I don't tell anyone. It's just another Tuesday. Come into work. She's already there. There's a cupcake on the register with a single unlit candle and a card. Happy birthday, Grandpa. Inside is a gift card for that bookstore I like. How did she know? I saw your ID when you dropped your wallet last month, she says from the grill. Doesn't turn around. Thanks, Cass. Make a wish. I look at the unlit candle. Look at her back. Her ponytail swaying as she scrubs. I make a wish. Don't blow anything out. Just put the cupcake in my pocket for later. One morning, shift is ending. Sun is coming up. The sky is purple and orange. Usually we just say see ya and drive off in opposite directions. Today, she lingers by her car. An old Honda with a dented bumper? I walk over. Car trouble? No, just tired. She leans against the door. Me too. Hey, she says. Yeah? Do you want to get breakfast? Like, real food? Not gas station crap? My brain buffers. We've never hung out outside of work. Outside of the hours of darkness. Now? Yeah. The diner down the road opens at 6. Okay? Okay. We drive separate cars. Meet at the diner. It's weird seeing her in natural light. She looks older. More tired. I probably look the same. We sit in a booth. Order pancakes and eggs. It's awkward at first. The noise of the diner is different. Clinking silverware. Morning people chattering. We are vampires in the sun. But then she cracks a joke about the waitress's hair. And we're back. Safe. She puts syrup on her eggs. Disgusting, I say. Don't knock it till you try it. She cuts a piece. holds her fork out to me. Try it. I hesitate. People are watching. I lean in. Take the bite. It's sweet and salty. Not bad. See? She grins. Syrup on her lip. I hand her a napkin. She wipes it off. We talk for 2 hours. About families. About fears. She's afraid of drowning. I'm afraid of being forgotten. I won't forget you, she says. Mouthful of pancake. Good to know. We pay the bill. Split it down the middle. Walk out to the parking lot. Sun is fully up now. Glaring. I should get some sleep, she says. Yeah, shift starts in 14 hours. Don't remind me. She unlocks her car, then stops. Turns back to me. I'm glad you work there, Anon. Me too. She steps closer. Hugs me. It's quick. Awkward angle. But she holds on for a second too long. Smells like maple syrup and cigarettes. She pulls away. Cheeks slightly pink. Gets in her car. Drives away. I stand there, watching her go. Feeling the ghost of the hug on my ribs. Drive home. Can't sleep. Stare at the ceiling. Replaying the breakfast, the fork, the hug. The realization hits me like a freight train. I'm not just tolerating the job. I'm not just passing time. I'm in deep. Panic sets in. What if I mess it up? What if she just sees me as a work buddy? The friend zone, but with minimum wage. Next shift. I'm nervous. Palms sweaty. Walk in. She's there, humming to herself. Looks up. Smiles. Not the polite smile from month 1. The real one. Eye crinkles. Hey, she says. Hey, coffee's ready? Thanks. I go to the counter. Stand next to her. Our arms brush. Neither of us moves away. We stand there, watching the moths swarm the fluorescent lights outside. Quiet night, she says. Yeah, good. She reaches over, takes my hand. Just for a second. Squeezes it. Then let's go to ring up a customer. My hand tingles. I look at her. She's busy scanning a bag of Doritos. But she's humming that song we listened to in the rain. I start stocking the cooler. Catch my reflection in the glass. I'm smiling. I look like an idiot. I don't care. The night stretches out before us. 8 hours of silence. 8 hours of humming fridges. 8 hours of her. It's enough. For now, it's enough. The routine continues, but the frequency has changed. We are no longer 2 solitary satellites. We are in orbit. And the gravity is getting stronger. Check the time. 10:15 p.m. She'll be asking for a snack soon. I put the pretzel in the microwave. She looks over. Winks. I press start. Life is mundane. Life is boring. Life is perfect. End of shift.